Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Streamer bot. Oh god. Streamer bot. Here we go, yeah. Welcome, 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 boys and girls, children. Ooh, I need to close my window. I need to close my window and I need to open up my chat, which is not open by default. Welcome, 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 welcome. Platforms, YouTube, account, sign in. Boom, here we go. Incoming rage, welcome from Twitch. Let's see if YouTube works. Doesn't yet work? Need to fix it? Can you chat some more on YouTube? Let me do it. Let me do it, boys. Let me do it, boys, so you can see. Yes, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Brax, welcome. Ayush, welcome. North, welcome. Sworn, welcome. And incoming rage, one more time. Welcome. Oh, and Brax, double welcome. Double welcome, my friend. Let's do some Yorick poke. Let's do some either Yorick poke or smash. There are two ways I play Yorick now. It's either poke or smash, that's it. There's actually also slap, but that's almost the same as poke. There's just a tiny difference there. I can just quickly go over the runes just so you know what I'm thinking these days. So poke is the same as slap, as you can see, except cut down is changed to coup de grace in the poke one. And smash is obviously just the regular smash. And you decide what you want to see, actually, because I think that all of them are equally good. They're just different. So, you know, in the chat, vote poke, smash, or slap. I'm actually going to ban Volibear. These days I ban Volibear because he gives me the most trouble. And Jax is also a good ban. I don't ban Smolder anymore because, you know, what am I doing? The bottom is supposed to deal with him. And if there's a gap in the bottom, there's nothing I can do about it. That's just the way I started looking at it. Welcome, 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 guys. I just had a 116 singed match. It's all good. Happens. 116 though, it's the level of giving up, you know. Without a doubt, that goes in the you know, in the box of inting. Possibly inting, you know, because I don't know, maybe you are doing some very important things. Yeah. That's that. I honestly am afraid to take the skin because I do know that it did lag the last time I got it. But maybe they have fixed it. I don't know. Maybe they have fixed it. Question for Father Yorick. Is there also a metal rock Rick Yorick build with pentaskins? That's such a random question. I like it. I guess you could say that metal rock rig. So it's poker slap, poker slap, poker slap. I'll take poke. Question, Father Yorick, is there a metal... rock rig build? I don't know, no, but now that I think about it, maybe it's... maybe it's... the tank build? You know, maybe then he's rock rig or something? I don't know. How far from new PC? Okay, so I think it was 22%. The reason I removed it is because you can still donate, and all of the sort of all of the donations are still for the computer. It's just that I decided that the best way, if you want to support me and get, you know, also the computer, the best way is to wishlist the game and buy it after it comes out. I'm not sure how good it is to buy it as a donation, but I thought that that's a better way to do it, you know, instead of having donations, just having a sponsored, sort of kind of like a sponsored message there, you know. So that's why I you know, it's kind of hidden behind that. But I don't know. You tell me if you think it's fine. I personally think it's fine to do that. I like Ryla and Yorick so much, even when I build it gives in cheap and slow. Yeah, but it's, you know, 2600 kind of wasted a little bit. You know, it's not really wasted, but if you compare, it's, you know... Leandri's is maybe, if you have all enemies are tanks, yeah, Leandri's maybe is going to be better, but I've tested Black Cleaver with these items, and it's just stronger. There's no doubt about it. It's just simply stronger. Okay, let's get this. Do we rush Profane now? Oh, I actually don't rush Profane at all. I know that it's very good if you want to do some farming. You can easily do the Profane. You know what? Let me tell you this. If I'm going to be really far behind, I'm going to rush. I'm going to get Profane, yes. But that's only if I'm far behind. Okay. I need to get that first E. Almost. I usually need to get that first E just because, you know, come on. Come on. It gives you some mental clarity once you do it. More of a transaction rather than charity achieving the same goal. Yeah. Yeah. Because the financial reason why I do that is because, for example, when you donate, it's all good. It's very good. And I, you know, I appreciate the donations. Oh, there we go. But if you wishlist the game, and if you kind of pump it up with your wishlist and possibly, you know, purchase, it obviously, Steam has an algorithm, right? And donations really don't have any kind of an algorithm or something. So it's more valuable in that sense. That's what I think, at least. I don't know. Maybe it's nah. It's probably true. It's probably true. Oh, there we go. There we go. I haven't missed a CS, I think, yet. But I have to be careful now, because she's going to charm me and I'm going to miss the cannon. You'll see. Oh, she actually... Oh, she's very charitable over here. She might as well just donate some Monet. She might as well just donate some Monet. Okay. So yeah, since this is my current, like, big thing, this game, I decided to kind of push it as much as I can and use as much real estate as I can. Oh, God. I actually might die. She would have flashed and I would have died. That's interesting. I don't usually... What happened, guys? That was kind of crazy. That was kind of K-Razzy. You know why it is? We all know why that is. We all know why that is. Oh, Kane. I'm sorry. You know what's interesting about this? You know what's interesting about this? I got poked down, so I went back faster. So I was back faster, and Kane had the pressure of me TPing, so he couldn't fight really, and he died. Okay, granted, he maybe would have died anyway, but if it was close, I would have been back faster, which would have meant that, you know, the fact that I got poked, which is funny enough, was kind of played out better for us, you know. It's interesting that stuff like this can happen sometimes. Hey, don't do that, Bunny Boy. Bunny Boy 69, of course. Yorick is the Silk Song of League. The ghouls take half your HP. I know the game Silk Song, of course, but I don't understand the hype. But not because I have any opinions on it. I just... Oh, Lord. Yeah. Do the effing charm. Do the effing charm, lady. Do the effing charm. Don't like this, because now there's huge pressure on me. She might use her ult to just kind of do a little bit of damage. There she is. There she is. I'm just gonna wait. Oh, Shaco actually could appear. I gotta be careful here, because she's ready to charm me, and if she charms me, I'm dead. She should actually be a lot more aggressive here, I think, because she can easily charm, and I'm dead. But I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe now. Ooh. Okay, one more. And that's it, lady. That's it, lady. The wife's home. The wife's home, and all the ladies are, you know, brushed out of the apartment with all kinds of brooms and stuff. As you can see, it's like a ridiculous poke. The ridiculous poke is starting once the wife comes home. She has to be incredibly aggressive when she has an opportunity. If she's not, then... Oh! Unfortunately, she gets to go back because of this. What was that? Ooh, okay. She doesn't have mana anymore. Oh, very nice. I don't know how I got that assist there. Hey boy, don't do this. So I hope you don't mind that I hid the charity box, but I'm definitely getting a new PC either this year or a little bit afterwards, and it's all, you know, it's all a part of it. The hype comes from how long it took them. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know. I didn't know. Okay, so that's interesting. I didn't know that the hype comes from that, honestly. I could die, actually. I gotta be careful here. It's not gonna be funny once I die. It's just not. Oh, does she have the... Oh, did she use all three? Wow, I'm lucky. I'm a lucky master, you know, as they say. Oh, no. Matthias, why you do this? Come on, man. Why are you using flash like that? I think I'm gonna get assist there. There's that assist. I like it. I like it a lot. Have you heard of a Micro Center? No. My Yorick lethality tech against squishy team. Jack of all trades, Doran blade, boots, ability, haste item. None of that is lethality, my friend. I understand what you're achieving there, but it's not lethality, really. United States Tech Shop. Tech Shop, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Hype is also because it's 3 people. Damn, I don't like that. I understand that, but so what? No, it's not so what. It's like, yes, okay, it was made. The thing is, it's impressive when the thing that is made is better than the resources expended, right? Then that's when it's impressive. But and maybe it is, probably, because it's a great success. So, you know, but on its own, it's like, well, that shouldn't really be the reason, you know. You know, because, well, that just shouldn't be the reason. But it's, of course, inspiring, you know, greatly inspiring. She's actually walking around there. United States Tech Shop. I know. I have heard because I read it, you know. Killer Bean was made one again, worked on the Matrix movie. I know the Killer Bean. I haven't played it. I haven't really been in the scene of it. But I know it because of there's this meme. I'm forgetting what exactly is it, but I remember laughing at it so much. It was something about Japanese music and the bean or something. If you have the link, please. Because that was ridiculous, that Japanese music and the bean doing... And the bean, if I remember correctly, it kicked something. And again, I hadn't played the game, but it looked so funny that I just took it in and I laughed at it big time, you know. Don't do this, Ari. Don't touch the wife, please. You don't have to do that. Calm down. Oh, God. And they all died from the tower. Oh, Morgana. Morgana. There we go. Although she might have... Whoop. There we go. There we go. That's a very, very fitting end to that wife situation. He's probably there, right? You both got hit. Oh. And now he does have his ult, though, you know, so I gotta be careful. Oh. My friends, what you doing? What you doing, guys? My grandma calls me special. Special needs? Is she a doctor, or does she do that just, you know, out of goodwill, so you understand your place? What exactly is she doing there, you know? Dies of Cringe. Yeah, Dies of Cringe is something. Dies of Cringe was a thing in the bean, right? Or what? Did they come up with it there? They didn't overhype it, announced it earlier, etc. They just came back, dropped the hit, and walked like a good Chad. Very nice. I like it. I like it. It's I like the $20, you know. $20 is a nice price, you know, because they worked a lot, right? Was it did it took years or what? 3 years, 4 years, 5? Oh, that was an actual thing in the game, right? Chinese bean falls to the ground with the caption "Dies of Cringe." I didn't know it's from the game. I thought that people just memed, you know, and made a meme and used that. Mr. Rick, my grandma is a wise woman. You know, I don't dispute that. I know nothing of your grandmother, and I always initially assume the best intentions. And then once I have extra evidence, then I only then I would assume that, you know, something worse. Morgana is quite strong with her, you know, with her thing. Oh, I think she did. Look at this. Sweet Jesus of Poke. It was from the movie. Okay, so Killer Bean was a movie. I thought it was a game. Guys, I don't know. I don't understand, okay? I don't understand. You gotta be, you know, patient with me. Bogus Bond 3, 2, 1. Let's see. I think I need to run around. Oh, he gave up. Interesting. I think he did. I think he got it. I think he got it. Easy match. Nothing really happened. They ganked me a lot. My team won. That's it. The universe was fair. Everything was beautiful. I don't even need to stay here. That's how Yorick proxies. I've been slowly doing this oh. Careful. I've been slowly doing this proxy where I just leave the ghouls. And it turns out that you can easily... Without a cannon wave, you can easily leave ghouls when you just kill the melee minions. But with the cannon wave, you kill the melee minions and you leave the cannon with like 50% and then they're gonna get it. So yeah. Thank you for the Eclipse Cleaver tech. Yes, it's insane. It's actually a little bit overpowered, honestly. The poke is back, definitely. It's not lethality poke, because obviously those are not lethality items, but it's really strong. Let me tell you guys. Yes, really strong. There's no doubt about it. Now I'm not going to do what I said about the proxy, because the wave is too close and these guys could interfere with the last hitting, so I'm going to stay. But usually you can do that. Can I take this? I don't know. I can, of course, but is it worth? I'm losing minions in the bot lane. What do you think, guys? Is this better because I'm taking gold and taking it away from Kane? Actually, it's gonna be good because he's very no, careful. He does have the Death's Dance, so I don't really wanna fight him because he's gonna survive long enough for somebody to come there, you know. So I'm just gonna leave real quick. Just real quick. I was in Denmark last week, by the way. I was in Denmark last week. Okay, because of some relatives there. Because of some relatives there. Okay. Actually, let me take this guy. Eclipse and Cleaver quite strong on their own now with this tech is ridiculous. Yes, agreed, 100%. I think this might be the strongest two items, and then you can get what you want. But these two might be the strongest two items in the game right now for Yorick. This tech is insane, you know. I understand that nobody's playing him like that. All the professionals are playing Trinity Force, and I know it's weird of me to say this because I'm at the rank where I am. But sometimes, once in a blue moon, you can discover something that the pros just don't, because they don't pay attention. You know, I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just saying that it can happen, because one of the parts about being a pro is consistency, and that you don't go discovering things. So you know, that's how I see it. What do you want, Morgana? What do you want, lady? Do you really, you know, is it really that, important for us to get this? Actually, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So well done. Okay. Oh, there he is. There's our boy. There's our boy. Did he flash? Did you see, by the way? This wasn't a one-shot, but it's almost as strong as lethality Yorick used to be. So, you know, I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know what's going on with this. There is something weird going on with the Comet, Eclipse, and Black Cleaver. Definitely. There's definitely something... Oh my lord, I could die here. I gotta be careful. Okay, there's that Eclipse. There's that eclipse poke. Okay, Shaco is nearing here, so I can't be abusing that for too long. Yeah. There's that eclipse poke, just immediate, without any... The beautiful thing, again, as you saw in the short video I made, it triggers immediately, and then the ghouls chase, and they will trigger it again. No other champion can do anything like that. And remotely close to that. Okay. My team started inting, so we might lose the game. But do I care about that? You know, not really. Who cares? I'm here to just poke. Poke and take names. Please don't take this, Morgana. Let me do that. There we go. Why is this guy suddenly attacking me for no reason? Who, you know, made him mad? Eclipse and Cleaver is insane poke. It's not great poke. It's insane poke. I gotta be real. Don't do this. Don't start it like that. Come on. Why are you starting it like that? They have vision, definitely. There's no way they don't. No. No. Okay. Well, if they don't listen, then it's all good. It's all good. It's not good, but it's all good for me. Me and Caitlyn will just, you know, we'll take some Monet here. Obviously not worth, but you know, anyone in it. Do we actually go there? I think we do. What the F happened? Okay. I guess the poke is back because I don't remember the last time I had a maiden solo kill, because Ari definitely was pushing fighting maiden and died. He's a free icon for them now. Yeah, because you went in. It's what? Guys. Yeah, we can't fight when she's not there, you know. It's just no-brainer. The real poke was the friends we made a long way, of course. That's the classic thing that people say, right? That's the classic thing that people say. Now this Shaco is a prime candidate for the mathematically perfect poke. Snow slap. Okay, so let me tell you. Black Cleaver, Eclipse, Opportunity. No, Black Cleaver and Opportunity reduces 55 or something. With Collector it reduces something like 80. So I do expect that Shaco is not going to be having any armor and he's going to get slapped. But rest assured we're going to lose this match, because I already, from the small glimpses at the chat, team chat, I can see that we're going to lose the game. It's all good. I would like to win if we were to play the game, but I don't mind just poking, you know, it's fine. I could actually flash and slap that. Let's just have a moment of silence, okay? Let's just have a moment of silence. Guys, there was no reason for her to stop there, so that's why that happened, okay? There's no reason for her to stop there. Let's just leave Maiden to do the work, because obviously the husband can't handle it. Yeah. The husband can't handle it. Okay. I have to be careful because I don't know where they are, you know? Okay, there, I can see that guy. I wonder if she's gonna help him. She might. That wasn't really a mathematically perfect slap, but it was... it was bad. It was pretty bad. He did use his barrier. It was kind of a calculation in my mind, but, you know. She predicts that you predict she will go there, yeah. True, true. Yeah, these two items, if you want to poke and comet, play mid. If you want to play Yorick mid, just get Black Cleaver, that's it, you know. I don't think you need to get Eclipse first, even though if you're really ahead, let's say at minute 8 you have like 5 kills, you probably can get away with just Eclipse, but usually, you want to... Black Cleaver is a little tiny bit weaker in damage. But all the stuff that it gives you is just, you know, it's just worth. Not just worth, but big worth. Big, 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 big. Actually, I need to stay here. You know, it's funny, Ari is, she died to Maiden 1v1, and she's afraid now. Oh god, there he is. Well, I can fight him. Hey man, don't use your dashes like that. What's the cooldown on this dash? I think it's not enough, right? Yeah. That's a classic, very well executed maiden bait, except for the E-miss, of course. Nah, not gonna go back. Oh, there's gonna be one more. Unfortunately, there isn't, because... Finally, a good sound effect. Come on, guys. Hydra is good on Yorick, yeah. I think you can easily get it. I think if you want to go for Yorick farm, Hydra is your best now. Black Cleaver, Hydra. I think Yorick farms so much now. Shaco just waiting there. I see you. One of the things that's a little bit bad with these items is that you can This is macrolicious. You can throw easily. You can throw the game very easily. Unfortunately, I don't have Maiden, and I don't have time to use her. Well, a lot of eclipses were triggered in this fight, so... A lot of eclipses were triggered in this fight. You know, Caitlyn died mid, and she asked, why are you on top? Probably to Kiana. I cannot imagine a scenario where I do something, I don't look at the map, I die, and I say to somebody, hey, why are you there instead of where I am? That is insane to me, I don't know. Oh, there we go. There we go. Although, no. He will get, you know, smacked down here, but it could have been nice if I didn't die here. And if we lose this game, please remember when I said, I'm not gonna ban Smolder. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, welcome to the Prime, my friend. Thank you for becoming a subscriber, my friend. $5 whole from that Prime sub. Where do you read that? Where do you read that? I don't think it's 5. There's no way it's 5. Twitch gets a cut, a huge cut. That always cracks me up. The macrolicious thing, Yeah, Titus James. Paid $20, you know, forced me to do it. To use it. He even had the timestamp and everything. So if you look at my items, this is interesting, okay? Let's see. She has 162. Okay, that is way too much. I don't know what the F is she doing with that armor, okay? So there's not going to be a mathematically perfect slap on her. But Smolder, Shaco, could get slapped. Could get slapped big time. That's of course with the Black Cleaver stacks. You get the Black Cleaver stacks, and you do the Q. Oh god, there it is. I don't like this. Well, when Smolder is farming like that, that's a reason to ban him. I don't like it, man. I feel like, again, bot lane should deal with him. And in my games, for some reason, bot lane very, very often doesn't deal with him, so I have to ban him. I don't know what to do about that. My boy Inton here. So we might win the game after all. Through all of the, you know... Okay, Shaco's gonna use his invisibility and I'm gonna predict him. We'll see. He's gonna use it, he's gonna use it, he's gonna use it, he's gonna use it. I'm looking at the map. And he's not even using it. I did a little bit of a slap there. Did a little bit of a slap there. He did. He did. This Ari bought some good items against me, honestly. But it's not enough. Subs are 5, so maybe 2. Yeah, maybe. Whoopsie daisies, did not click them one too many times. Clicked one too many times there. There's probably not much to see here, actually. Probably not much to see there, actually. Smolder here. Hey man, don't be doing that. Don't be stream sniping there. First of all, Prime is worth less than bot subs, and for Twitch streamers, Twitch takes cut of something. So I don't think it's 70%. When you get a partnership, I think Twitch. Yes, the partnership is true, but I think it's 50 and then 30, something like that. It's the other way around. I don't think. I think Twitch takes 50, and then with the partnership, they take 30. So it's not that bad. Report Shaco. What did Shaco do? I think he played the game. I saw that Kane was AFK. That's what I saw. Smolder gets some grievous wounds. People backseat gaming over here. I like that. I like that. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. So what's up, guys? Well, how's it been going? I was in Denmark, and Denmark is like Latvia, only a little bit bigger and more, you know. Denmark is almost the same as Latvia, but they didn't have the poor history. So, you know, I feel like Latvia could be Denmark, but they aren't because, well, we had that border with Russia. We had that border with that Russia. I'm backseating the sniper some 40 chess. What do you do for a living? Do you feel like you earn enough money? You never feel like you earn enough money. I would say no, I don't feel. I feel like I need more. Especially with the family starting and everything. And I plan on going into game development full time. My first game is... let's see how the first game does. And then I have big plans for the second and the third one. So yeah. Hello, I'm American. Welcome, my American friends. Trying to figure out where I want to travel since I got my passport renewed. Yeah, well, do you want to go outside of the United States or inside of it? You gotta, you know. It's very expensive, I heard, at least in Copenhagen. You know what's funny? It was a little more expensive. I would say it's like 20% more expensive than in Latvia. So, you know. I know that in the United States, people, they have this thing of, you know, belittling their own country. But I think the best income to expense ratio, I think, is in United States. Maybe it's in Sweden. Sweden is also good. But from what I see, the income in the United States and the prices don't be that, were much higher than here. So, you know, I feel like there's, you know, things are changing. You know, things are changing. Do I ban him? I don't know, man. I want to ban Molly Bear. I think again, it's the bottom's job. Do you plan on developing a game? Yes. Do you plan on developing a game in a team? I should read comments before I answer them. Yes, but the team requires some money, and it requires the games to be successful, you know? Again, as I said, you know, if the first games gives me like 3 months of time, that's really not enough to hire a team. If it gives me like 2 years, then I can buy, you know, hire a team. It all depends on the successes of the games. Because you need a team. It's very hard alone. Right now, when I'm doing it alone, you can't do it, of course, but it just takes way too much time and you're not focused enough, I feel like. What kind of a game? Bottom left, you can see it. Please wishlist it, my friend. Bottom left. If you're from the United States, I would say 90% a chance that you're gonna like it. You blame and encourage others to report with your agenda. Just take the L and move on. What happened there? What happened there? Does it matter? I'm kind of interested now, yeah. I want to jump out of the United States for a while. I don't know, man. Yeah, just if you like history, just go to the Poland. I personally just absorb all the information about the World War II and what happened. And Poland was like one of the you know, it's just a place, you know, it's just a place where things happened. So, you know, Poland are Chads. Because a lot of countries were not Chads, and Poland were Chads. So, if you like history, just go to Poland and look at what happened there. There's so many stories about how the war started and, you know, continued and stuff. Oh, you want to report Shaco for not being in your team. I don't agree. I don't think it's correct. I don't know. I actually don't know much about bot lane. I understand that you can't farm afterwards, but it's like his decision a little bit, yeah. Poland has some good games from it. I don't even know any. I'm from Dallas, Texas, so there's a lot to do, but pretty expensive. For example, so what are some prices? Give me some prices. I was just in the Denmark, and I know a little bit about the prices. Actually, you know, don't bother with the prices. I could search them up. Are you gonna do Korea climb to Masters? No. I got bumped back down to Diamond for no reason. So I don't want to do the climb things. I can't do them. I don't know. You know, I'm not good enough to do the climb. You really need to think about your team, and that's just I'm kind of not prepared to do that. I'm gonna be stuck here. Oh, Matthias, we have that Shaco on our team, so let's see if I want to report him from my perspective, right? Let's see if I will want to report him from my perspective. Why is the Black Fire Troll being suggested as the first item? Are they insane? Where's the Black Cleaver? Why aren't they suggesting the Black Cleaver? Why is this guy in mid? I don't know. I expect it to be an easy lane now because of that, but we'll see. Because when for example they're singed in mid, you could feel like, oh, ha ha ha, and relax, and then they gank you, and then you feel like, oh, I can't escape a gank. It's impossible. You can't escape a gank. That's when you feel it. Now personally, I don't think there's any way for this guy to win the lane. For the simple fact that the poke is going to be real. The poke is just going to be real. Oh lord, missed it. Okay. Bottom. Okay. Do you talk about politics on stream? I can. But you know what I don't like? I don't like making political points. I do like talking about what's going on and trying to kind of it's hard to describe, but I like to think about, hey, okay, so this is going on right now, so this is going on right now, and I try to only talk about stuff that I can like really argue well, you know. I try to stay away from topics which are like 50-50. Okay, a gank? No. What do you think about Islam taking the world silently? I don't think it's that much, you know. One of the greatest examples of, you know, I don't know how much extent, you know, to how much extent is something happening. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that my friend, for example, he's big on this fear about Islam. And when I went to London, he said to me, "Hey man, don't go there. You're gonna get stabbed." And I asked him, "Do you know the chance? What is the chance that I'm gonna get stabbed?" And he talked as if it's like 50%. And the question is, okay, so what is the percent then? And the percent is insanely low. But he talked to me as if it's like the first thing that's gonna happen. So there's definitely that, and you know. There's definitely not. If you go into London, it's just not gonna happen. If you think it's gonna happen immediately, bro, yeah, it's just not. Kane decides not to gank, which is very good. So I don't know what else I can say about immigration and all that jazz, but I can tell you that there's a lot of. You kind of gotta, you know, come on. Don't you want to know the real numbers? Why, you know, why are you? I'm kind of talking to my friend in my mind right now. Why are you blowing things out of proportion? Because it kind of makes him feel better to say that, hey man, there's a threat. Hey man, hey, there's a threat. I understand it happens, you know. I understand that there might be a problem. But it's not like, come on, man. It's not like you're gonna die immediately. Okay. So really, I have not enough of an opinion on this because, you know, I do understand though that if there are cultures who have children and there are cultures who don't, the cultures who don't die, you know, that's a no-brainer. So I don't know if it requires any action or if what kind of action it requires, because, you know, it's a personal choice, and it always will be, unless you're in North Korea, I guess. Oh God, oh Lord, oh, I did not expect him to do as much damage as he did. That's really, really bad. I inted this one big time. Well played by him, you know. It's that's not good. That's not good at all here. Don't get triggered. Okay, whew, almost. Do you know anyone who's voting for immigration in Europe? Bro, Europe doesn't have democracy. Europe has this thing where you hear about something, for example, the internet, there was something about privacy or reading chats or something like that. And I remember reading about it on Reddit and thinking, okay, so there's something, you know, people want to give the government access to some kind of chats or something. And people were mad and they said, hey, Europe is pushing this, what's going on? And I didn't even know about it because there's literally nothing I can... There's nothing I can do because the vote comes from other people in Brussels. So it's being voted on by people who we barely know. Because technically, in Europe, what happens is we have these representatives from the countries, right? And they go to the European, like the big hall where they all convene, you know, they all come together and then decide stuff. But it is so incredibly removed from me personally. I don't even know the guy from Latvia who's there, you know. It's hard enough following politics, you know, on its own. But, okay. But following politics like that, to know who's the representative and to go and, you know, lobby for him, hey man, you know, we really don't want this. So I have no idea who's voting for or against immigration. I have no idea. It's just Europe is, again, I don't know how else to say it, doesn't have a democracy, you know? I understand it's always a spectrum. It's always like, how much of a democracy do we have? Oh God, again he does this. I gotta be careful. He doesn't have the... Oh Lord. Oh, you flew too close to the sun, boy. Too close to the sun here. I went to Caravan Palace concert, 40 plus tickets fees. I got lucky last minute. Okay, let's get this. I got lucky with last minute tickets, 7 of 15 parking, no souvenirs because teachers, no hoodies, 50. It sounds fine, you know, it sounds the same thing. Does anyone know what's going on with his thumbnails? That's you know, come on. Look at the thumbnails. Decide for yourself. Do you like them? Do you feel something when you look at them, or do you hate them? What kind of a question is that, boy? What kind of a question is that? What is your ideal government system now? Now, this is an interesting question, okay? Because let me just tell you a little bit of a story before I answer that, because okay, because it's going to be much easier to understand where I'm coming from when I answer this. So when we had kings, there was one guy who decided everything, just for the sake of saying that he decided everything alone, because I know he had some counsel or whatever, but technically he decided everything alone. And that was what it was, you know. There's a one guy deciding everything. That's pretty much not ideal, right? So what happened was we kind of moved away. We thought, hey man, you know, we need power in fewer hands, not fewer, but more hands. Okay, there we go, there we go. There's that Twitch. No, that's Cosmo actually. Oh god, is he? Oh man, boy, the honeymoon is over. The honeymoon is over, boy. That Shaco actually doing some work. Smolder must be mad now. Because, you know, you don't want to see the guy who you wanted to report do well, okay? You do not want to see... Oh, there we go. You do not want to see the guy do well. That was well played by me to go back into that box, wasn't it? Oh, that tiny slap is beautiful, actually, that you are doing there, and then...
What's going on here?
So yeah, basically, my ideal government is macrolicious, where the power is dispersed as much as decentralized as it possibly can be. What does that look like? Don't really know. What I do know is that I do like when, for example, Switzerland has this thing where they don't even have a president. They have 7 guys, and each is from, you know, doing something. I think that is better than having one guy, you know, and the more you can do that, the better it is, while keeping everything working, you know. So that is my ideal government. Okay. Yeah, man, careful. I can tell you what it's not. It's not, you know, it's not North Korea where one guy literally decides everything. It's not China where like 200 guys decide everything. I do not like that at all. Careful. Thank you for not actually entertaining the white replacer. Yeah, man, stop doing that, because I think you're just too afraid. It's the easiest way I can say this is that you have... I don't even know how to say this. You're not gonna achieve better. You gotta find a way to kind of look at the things kind of, I don't know, more objectively or something, you know. I don't know. I think if you really care about people not having kids, you have to look at it from the perspective of, hey, why are we not having kids? You know, what are we doing? Why am I even flashing here, guys? These flashes that I'm doing these games are not ideal. What are you doing, boy? This is macrolicious. It's not macrolicious. Stop using it. It is not macrolicious. I might catch him. I might do it. This is macrolicious. Nah, probably not. It's not macrolicious, guys. Ta-da-ta. Also, I know almost nothing about immigration in Europe. I know almost nothing about it. So, you know. I do know, I do understand that if people don't have kids, they die, right? They don't die, but they, you know, they don't. They're not gonna be anymore. But that's, you know, that's just the logic of life. That's just the logic of nature. And in some sense, you know, if you don't wanna be, then don't be. You know, your opinion doesn't matter. You know, nothing really matters what you do. If you don't want to be, yeah, it's fine. It's a choice. You know, it's actually. I'm not saying it sarcastically. I'm just saying, you know. I know it's kind of grim to say, but yeah, if you don't want to be, don't be. Now, of course, if my friend, someone who's close to me, says that they don't want to be, I'm going to think twice. I'm going to think 3 times or maybe 10 times about him and think, hey, is that really true, or is there some kind of mental something behind it, you know? There we go. What do you think about books? To me, it's just a thing for people to sell and get money. I have this conversation with the wife all the time, and she thinks we have this huge library that we built. And I think it was a waste of money because books are not something that people care about. Just because of the digital thing. But I do understand the value of having a little bit of, you know, kind of like preserving some old books and stuff. But I really don't like that Latvia built this big library. Like this, one of the biggest things you can see in Riga is this big library. And, you know, it's just, it is what it is. Hey man, what are you doing here, boy? I don't have flash, so I can't get him now. I can put him in a double Nelson, maybe. Yeah. I don't think I can get this guy, honestly. Oh, he even pressed that button. I think he did. I think he did, my friend. Don't do this. Okay. Oh, Lord, I didn't expect her to be here. Shaco, the Chad. Oh, Smolder, you must be mad. And no offense, but, you know, Shaco is actually playing pretty well this match. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, just take the L and move on. No offense, of course. Do I have 4K in my inventory? Yes. Why didn't I use it? Do I have an answer for it? No. Are you gonna buy Landers Torment? No, I do not. I don't suggest you buy it. You know, I might delete the videos where I did buy it. No, of course I'm not gonna do that. But you know, you should think about it. You should think about it, definitely. I should think about it. What is it null for your ability keybites? I have no idea. You know, people have been saying that. And I don't know what that means. Abilities, summoner spells. You see, it's Q. So maybe it's the quick cast. I don't even have a cast for... No, I actually have an FA for spell 3, so I don't know what that is. Let's do a classic maiden bait. You know. Just make her wear something low cut, release her into the bars and see what she comes up with, and then the husband comes out of the bushes and, you know, beats you up. Classic. If you know Phyllis from The Office, you know. I can't do that. They're gonna roll me over if I do. If I go there. Oh, that Twitch. Just 7. On the second thought, I probably should have went in there and Twitch would have collected all of them. It's refreshing to see that most people agree in chat, even YouTube, that the immigration has gone out of control. It's an interesting thing because I see the biggest thing that I almost hate, I would even say hate, is that people make it not about what actually happens, but they make it, oh god. There we go. Careful. I don't know. I don't know, man. No armor. Black Cleaver is so good when you have somebody like this guy who doesn't build it. What's going on here? But he gets a lot of stuff from it. For example, about immigration, one thing I do 100% agree is, for example, let's say you build a country, right? UK. You have good stuff there. Or United States, for example. People went there, built the country from nothing, you know. Yes, immigrants, but they built it. You know, those immigrants built it, right? Cool. Very nice. Deserved, you know. It's a mixture of all cultures. Very cool, very nice. Something that hasn't been seen before yet, you know, in those days. And even in these days. Nice. Greatest country in the world. But I do recognize that, for example, when someone comes these days and they just get the benefits, it's unfair. I do understand that. I wish people would be able to say this without just being a little bit scared. You know, you're a little bit scared. Okay, so where's the accusation coming from? When am I gonna be called racist? You know, I wish that people were able to say that. Because that's just a normal fact of, hey, you know, that's unfair. What are we doing, guys? Well, what you doing, boys? And you shouldn't do that. About the out of control thing, you know, if you're worried about who is gonna be who's gonna be what culture, bruh, come on, bruh, relax. Oh, very nice silence there. Very nice silence there we have. Can you do where we can gamble point on whether you will win or lose? Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that, so, you know. Oh no. Oh god. I kind of have to fight with him. Otherwise, what am I doing, right? Oh Lord, please, Lord, give me mercy. Give me more mercy, Lord. We as Latvians actually were the immigrants in the UK, because a lot of Latvians, a lot of my friends went to the UK to just get the money. And I'm not joking. That's what they did. You go in, you have some kind of a process, and then you end up getting money from the government, you know? And I recognize, even though our country was on the receiving end of that, I recognize that that's, okay. Maiden just holding the fort here. Look at this. What the F? And I recognize that that's just not fair. And you kind of should be mad and think, hey man, hey government, what are you doing? Why are you giving away my money? We can talk about it. You know, we can always talk about, for example, when they're refugees and stuff. We can always talk about, hey, maybe we should give them something. You know, maybe it's a cool idea. But when you just randomly give Monet away, bruh, bruh, come on. We should have some say in that, right? We should have some say in that. My neighbors are from Poland. They were Poland refugees doing work. Yes, I don't like that. I know. I was in Denmark, and people see Denmark as this incredibly progressive place. Boys, You know what I realized? I realized that the United States is the least racist country on earth. It's just that you can see all of the bad stuff that's happening there, just because United States is like that kind of a country. They just show it. They argue in public. They have, you know, it's just, oh God. They have this, I forgot to buy Eclipse. What am I doing? Okay. And let me tell you, people in Denmark, let me just say this. They are just behind. Because I heard so many bad things about refugees and stuff. And it's, you know, I know it's kind of triggering to hear, but I actually believe this. I think America is the least racist country on Earth, on planet Earth. And by far. Simply because they have, you know, they have melted together. Okay. We gotta be careful here. We love to air out. Yes, yes. That's a very good way of putting it. And I think it's cool. I like it, you know. I like watching reality TV, and I like actually I don't watch it that often, but sometimes when I do, I was with my relatives and and we watched the Love Island, and that was insane. No, Love is Blind. And that was just insane. If you know that show, guys, just, you know, turn off your brain and watch it. You're gonna relax. Nothing bad ever happens in a country with dictatorship. Yeah, it's the prison thing, you know. You can have safety in a prison. One way of looking at politics, if I can start building my own philosophy here publicly, is you can look at politics as a fight between safety and freedom. And I think you're going to cover a lot of politics that way. Oh, God. You know the story about two wolves? You know, one of the wolves meets another one. And he says, wow, they feed you here? Oh, God, you know, oh, wow, do you have a roof? You don't have to worry about rain and stuff? What the F, guys? You know, and then he says, oh, you got this thing here? Sweet Lord. Oh, I need to be safe. I need to be safe here. I can't die. Oh, Lord, how did we die there? We all kind of lost it, right? We all kind of lost it, didn't we? Oh, Lord, Maiden just last hitting everybody. You know, and the wolf says, wow, you have food every day. You have, you know, the wolf from the forest says that. And the other wolf says, yeah, you know, I have all this stuff. And then at the end, he says, oh, what's that around your neck? And there's a chain, you know, obviously, because, you know, it is what it is. And I think that is something, you know, that is something you can take from wolves. Actually, you can't take from wolves, because only allegedly they had the conversation. They might have not had the conversation, actually. Easy game. Look at this poke, by the way. This is insane. And this has been around for a long time. I just discovered this. You know, the black cleaver and stuff. I only just now discovered it. Okay, one more game, right? Maybe two. Maybe two. My neighbors from Poland. Yes, yes, yes. The thing about the refugees, I think that there's no other way of doing it. You're gonna have it, people are gonna abuse it, and there's no good way of doing it. There's just no, I don't know how else to do that. It is what it is. You want to show the support, right? And then people abuse the system and they want to do. I went to the park with brother, his wife's son, needed to change their adult diaper. The soldier and was taking through those dancing and saw my phone stand recording. We were 15 minutes and never left. We got security and kicked out, but I don't know. Black woman, only there for 5 minutes. I don't understand the story. Oh yeah, I don't look forward to having everything being made about race. Sweet Lord. Again, that is the reason why I say that the United States is the least racist country on earth, because they are dealing with all of this. And for example, in Latvia, we're not dealing with it because, well, we have only one culture here, we don't have, but let me tell you, it's gonna happen. People are, we have a little tiny bit of immigration and people are already mad, it's just happening. And I don't know, that's one of the biggest problems in humanity. And we need to fix it ASAP. We just need to fix it ASAP. I personally think that the way to fix it is individualism, because every time somebody identifies themselves as part of some kind of a group, any group, I immediately hate that. There's immediately in my mind there's a button that is being pressed, hate this, boom, and there's a sound effect even. And I think people are just doing that again. When I was younger, I thought, hey man, we are actually past tribalism. We are past grouping everybody together. Oh, you're this group, you're this group, you're this group. Nope, it actually is on the rise. And the funniest thing, of course, is that it's coming from the left. It is what it is. It is what it is. I know it sounds cliche, but I think it's very true that politicians use describing you as part of groups to control. Because it's way, way, way harder to control individuals than it is to control groups. This might not be the best example, but think about how easy was it for Germany to conquer Denmark in 2 hours or whatever they did. They just went to Copenhagen instead of just fighting the whole country. Bro, just if it was split into smaller parts, they would have never succeeded. Never. But they just go to the bigger group, they take the leader out, and that's it. Boom. The king says, stop fighting. I know this is not exactly the same answer, but it's like kind of directionally in the same direction. Like, hey, groups are... it's easy to kind of manipulate them, if you will. But again, this is not the best example, so please don't scream at me for this, for bringing this up. I just learned about it because I was in Denmark and I was thinking, bruh, what you doing, guys? What you doing, guys? Have you seen David Goggins, who is the hardest man? Most definitely his daughter left him and don't want him as her father. I don't know about the last part, but I do know him. I was listening to his book like 4 years ago and I was very inspired by it and I really liked it. I didn't like when he talked about how his feet were diseased and he was standing with his feet close to the faces of Marines who were doing push-ups, as to bother them or something. I heard him say that he did that. Now that I didn't like, but it is what it is. You probably can't be the number one without being a little bit crazy. So I think he's the number one disciplined guy, isn't he? The older I get, the more I like history about World War II. I think that's my favorite thing in the world. I could listen all day. I'm just so sad that all the people... I think we can say all, right? All the people from those days are dead now. Maybe some are alive, but you know, your memory starts to fade, and it's just sad. I know that a lot of people have. It's one of the most documented, periods in history. But damn, I like it so much. I like listening about it so much. I think that I would even go so far as to say that World War II is just in history. Just teach us about that. That's it. Like. And then, if you're feeling fancy, you can read about Roman Empire and something. Roman Empire is also good. But, I think that World War II is just something that you need to be familiar with. There's an interview with my grandpa from World War II, a few years old kid P. Oh, where is it? Give me a link. I'll gobble that thing up. I'll gobble that thing up, man. Why ban the Coca-Cola Bear? That's a nice nickname for him. I don't like him. I think he wins against Yorick. The number one discipline guy is the Yorick who still split push Nexus race when the whole team is inting combat over nothing. It's in Polish though. I don't know if there are subs. Don't you worry. We have tools. I can easily translate it. There's no problem. What do you think about World War II? Well, it just was the most important thing that happened. I think. I don't know. It's one of the most important things that happened. I think there's so much in it. I personally think it clearly showed how collectivism is the worst thing on the planet. I don't understand why people say that Germany and Russia was on different things. They're exactly the same. One has National Socialism, other has International Socialism, whatever. It's the same thing. You're putting the guy, the individual, as nothing, and then you move them around like pieces, I think that's at least my takeaway from the World War II. Mostly. Have you seen Lupin, the third movie? I don't know, but no, I haven't. But Lupin is a funny name, so thank you for bringing that up. Third movie, the first. I haven't, no. Do you think all authoritarians are as the same? Do you see all authoritarians as the same? No. They're different. They're different, but they are incredibly similar. They have the same tactics to control their mass. And I really like the saying that people are stupid, but a person is smart. I really, really like that saying, but it is what it is. And I can actually viscerally feel it. When I'm a part of a group, I feel dumber. I literally feel dumber, One example of that is that in Latvia, for some reason, people clap. Not these days, rarely, but they used to clap when the plane landed. And I remember cringing a little bit and thinking, oh, what are we doing? Why are we clapping? And I remember one of the first times I kind of leaned in and thought, okay, I'm going to clap as well. And I did a couple of claps and I thought, what am I doing? It's just I'm just lowering my own thinking to what the group is doing. And I thought, Jesus, sweet Lord, Hello, Azur. Hello, Prashant. Welcome, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, that's one. That's certainly a part of it. HSNZN. Oh no, I'm gonna be playing against this guy. I don't like playing against Yas. Or we'll see, you know. With the Black Cleaver, though, it could prove to be a smash and success. Oh, if he allows me to do this, then yes. He doesn't even have the... Why doesn't he have the slice and dice thing that he usually has? I would have lost this trade so much worse if he had it. Did he take this because there was some kind of fighting or something? Or did he need to escape? Oh god. Actually, I don't know this tech, so please feel free to say to me, hey man, you don't understand what's going on. What is a good first item? It's almost 99% of the cases, it's the Black Cleaver. If you're going for Yorick Smash, you can easily get the Hullbreaker, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. What is my favorite country? Argentina, of course. Oh god, I need to be careful. This guy, I feel like he knows his stuff and I need to be super careful. Oh god. Oh lord, he does know his stuff. He didn't have to flash. It is what it is, it's all good. He didn't have to flash. It's fine, it's fine. I still think it's gonna be okay after, but I just really don't like playing against Yasuo because you almost... Oh god, I didn't see she's coming there, I'm sorry. Yeah, Lysandra. I didn't notice it. Yes. Oh, that's my bad. I should have seen she's going there, you know? I should have seen that. I wonder if she wants to play against that Yasuo. If we lose this match, remember how they swapped, okay? I'm more worried about the Lysandra thing. You know, her being mid. You watch Smiling Friends. What? What do you think about World War III? Nothing really. I don't really think about World War III. I don't think it's gonna happen. You know what it is? I think that it's kind of happening already. It's just that it's being fought the way it's being fought. Okay. Oh god. Okay. It's being fought the way it's being fought, and you know, it is what it is. Oh lord, I can't do this. He is too crazy. He's too crazy and I can't stop him. Oh, actually this was not as bad as I thought. And all of this because I didn't see Lysandra wanting to swap there. Oh lord. Is he gonna jump over? Kind of is. Okay. Okay. I'm coming. I'm coming. Finally, we do the swap. Maybe it's too late already because she has a $100 bounty on her. On that base. I think that they're gonna swap now because they have a perfect time to swap actually. So I think Ambessa's gonna go top. Oh no, she's actually not. She's actually not. Very nice. Okay, whatever. What do you think about an AI running an L for election? Ha, interesting. I hadn't thought about it actually. AI would be really good at appealing to emotions, as you know all the candidates do. But I kind of hope that humans will not lean into appealing to emotions because of AI, But humans will learn to, hey, oh, so this is the formula they're using, and they're going to become smarter. You know, something like that. I hope that that's going to happen. Did she already use her ult? I think she did, right? Okay. Okay. Careful. She is level 7, so... What the Grog is doing there? I think this might be a game where I have to go for, oh god. This might be a game where I have to go for Profane Hydra. Reported for robophobia. Oh yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting thing, right? The robophobia? Yeah. That's a real thing that could happen, actually. Also, AI doing pattern recognition, getting banned for it. That's crazy. That's something that's yet to happen, by the way. That's gonna be a very interesting thing when AI does pattern recognition on different, you know, groups. Because they are muffling that thing down right now, I imagine. Oh, God. Oh, he's here. That is so... Oh, thank you for this. Gragas actually saved me. There's no other way of saying that. He actually saved me. This is one of the cleanest saves I've ever had. Wow, that's so interesting. I released Maiden, by the way. Oh, you know, panic released her, so unfortunately.
What's going on here?
Careful. Careful, troll general. Skeep up 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 skeep it up. I wonder if she goes top. I gotta be very careful so that Yasuo doesn't come back here. I can win against Yasuo maybe with Maiden, but without Maiden there's no doubt about it. No doubt in my mind that I cannot do it. I wouldn't say I can't do it. I would say I cannot do it, but that's just my personal speaking style. Good joke, right? Took it from Andy. It's actually my bad for not swapping with Lysandre sooner. She definitely shouldn't have inted mid before that, but I could have swapped sooner, I understand that. Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to be a perfect mate. Teammate, of course. Why do you never go for flashy plays though? Like you deny best killing the wife with a flash Q threat. Come on, bro. Did you see the flash that I did? That I tried. Boom. Did you think I don't go for flashy plays, boy? Did you see the flash that I did one of the last games? I actually could have moved like this, and I would have done it. But you know, I did go for it, and I messed it up. That was it. I don't know, man. I'm too low. I'm a little bit too low here. Yeah. Did not have my ult. Just a little bit unlucky. Here's what it is. I think still worth it. That one last game was rough. Which one? It was kind of cool, actually. We won. Easily. Hello, Rach. Hello, Rach. Oh, God. Oh, very nice. Hello, why did you change your name? You know, I'm just, you know, it's no judgment. I'm just asking. a little bit shorter, you know. The one last game was rough. Oh, the flash play. Yes, that was... It wasn't rough. Come on, bruh. Give me some credit for trying something, you know. You can't win with this chat, you know. Someone says, hey, man, you're not doing flashy plays. Hey, man, that was rough. It's all good because, you know, that's the natural nature of things. People are gonna judge you. And it's fine. I think people judging each other is a cool thing. I shouldn't say it's a cool thing. I should say that, okay, I need to be careful. She could kill me. This is going to be a 1v1, and it's just not going to be... it could prove to be that I lose it if she's not poked down enough. The way you win against her is you poke her down, she can't breathe, and you go. And then you go. It's actually exactly what's happening right now. Because everyone calls you Rach. Well, that's a cool reason, actually. I think I need enough ghouls to be safe here. Can I actually walk around real quick? Do a little bit of that proxy? I think it's too late. Yeah. I'm Bessa Floyd, come on. It's because I said you can't breathe? Oh god. Oh, I'm Bessa. Gotta be real careful. She could ult me and I could die. Okay. What is that? She might be going for that maiden. I do not like that I can't tell how much health she has because of the eclipse. I do not like that at all. Carve? Carve stacks? Fully loaded? Black Cleaver is so good on Yorick now with Comet. Just try it, guys. Just try it. I kid you not. It's one of the strongest Yorick has ever been. With the Black Cleaver first. Slapped. Careful, Ambessa. Oh god, who is there? Is that Yasuo? I have 30 seconds until flash. No, he's not. Come on, Lysandra. You could have given me the first tower if you didn't ping it like that. I will still get it probably because there's that Talon, boys. There he is. Are you watching the stream, Talon? You seem to be playing with me very well. You seem to understand what I'm doing, actually. I'm going. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna mess up. We're not gonna mess with this. I think we're gonna win this one. Oh god. Oh lord. What the F was that? Unexpected. Completely. I tried him because he needs good macro and I have terrible tunnel vision habit, but it didn't improve my macro, it just became a bad Yorick. That's funny. That's funny. Well done on that story. You know, I noticed something. Most games in Diamond Masters Elo and Masters Elo result in one team stomping the other one, and usually the games are one-sided. Yes, most of the time they are. I've noticed that too. Ambessa, don't do this. Oh lord, I should have done it quicker. Oh god, I should have done it quicker. I should have used my Tiamat. I should have used my Tiamat on the whole wave, and then it would be quicker, and she would have you know been hit by that tower. But it is what it is. I think if I hold her top, I'm still fine. Hey, Mr. DJ, where you at? Mr. DJ, where you at, boy? She doesn't have this, so it's all good. You could flash Q on her, I presume. Ghoul applies spell effects, right? So each one reduces comment. Yes, yes. Yes. Yes, health. The reason why Black Cleaver is so good on Yorick is because of Eclipse. It's because of Comet. It's because of speed. Everything is very good. When a ghoul hits the enemy, you get the speed. And ghoul gets the speed. Okay? Comet triggers Carve. There's so much that is better for Yorick now because of all the changes. Black Cleaver might be the best item on Yorick right now. Black Cleaver is really, really, really good. I say that being 0-4, but give me some space. Give me some space, guys. Do they have Twitch? They actually have Twitch, and I might... Oh, God. What the... Why I even flashing, boys? Why I even flashing? Your accent is very relaxing. My accent is from Latvia, with a focus on American accent. But the cope that I can give you, and give myself, is that them using their ults like this is valuable, as a valuable contribution to the team, because they don't have them now. They might not have them for the dragon fight. Yasuo might have it though, so I'm just gonna push this mid, you know. I shouldn't die before. You know what's interesting? They want me to help with the dragon. I will, just not in the way they think. Just not in the way they think, because Twitch is definitely here coming after me. And I don't know if I should sacrifice myself for this, but I could definitely see myself dying for the dragon. Although Twitch, I don't know, where are you, boy? Where is he? Because he's pretty strong, you know. He's pretty strong. There we go. There's that Talon tunnel vision. Always feels good when they ping to do something and then boom, Twitch reveals himself, revealing that my choice was the right one, right? Did you try Doombots? Nah, man, I don't have time for that. I have a channel, I like playing Yorick, and I'm working full-time on my game. So, you know, don't have time for that. Have you gone to university? Do you have a degree? I do have a semi-degree. I didn't finish it. Didn't care for it. I was learning how to do electronics, you know, soldering and stuff. So much happening with the pings. I actually have built up such a resistance for those pings. But sometimes I even... always late to get pressure. Not always. I wasn't late the last time. Because Twitch was definitely skip it popping around mid instead of being at the... Because Twitch didn't really reveal himself at the dragon. Now this is bad, okay? Now I'm late with pressure, yes. This time, yes. He's right. But let's see, you know, I think we will still get the chance to win this match. I'm 0-5, you know, I'm the one who got the poor end of the stick, you know, in this match. So I'm not gonna really achieve much, you know, it's just not gonna happen. Actually, I can't stay here. I just can't stay here, honestly. You know what? Let me do this and recall. Please don't see this maiden. Please don't see this maiden. There we go. Oh, I even have this one. These items that I have right now is such a farming build. You can't even imagine. It's insane how big of a farming build this is. Doombots is only worth 3 games at best, then you can forget. Okay. Only thing about Latvia is that Davs Bertans is from there. Yeah. We have 2 big basketball players. Porzingis. And the other one. This one that you talked about. Have you played Tiamat for any type of proxy strat? Yeah. No problem. Ask the questions. I can always ignore. 2 minutes until Dragon. You know what that means, boys. Actually gonna release now. Oh god, there's this thing. Like, I need to stay to get it, you know. They somehow wasted it for some reason, I don't know why. It is what it is. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. We'll see. This is, you know... This is not that bad. It might look bad, but this is not bad at all, what they're doing right now. I think they're gonna mess up their back timings, and they're gonna mess up the dragon. Oh, lord. Okay, if Lissandra ints, then it's bad. I'm sorry, I thought that it's good, but Lissandra inting. Yeah, I would have died there. I would have definitely died there. If I didn't flash. Lord, give me strength. Health for this. I don't have health for any of this. It's nice that Ambessa is pushing, but she's pushing no more than Maiden is, so Maiden is kind of like a one player right now. Just like a one, even better than one player, look at this. And Ambessa is just taking this one just now. We're gonna get it, right? No, we're not. Yes, Porzingis was also Latvian. Is. They tried to get him Me Too'd, but it turned out the girl was lying. That was one of those clear-cut cases of just a girl trying to get some Monet because he's famous. I need to sacrifice myself. I can't let this Yasuo go there. I have to fight this guy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna die, but it's worth. Yeah. It's definitely worth, because the thing is, his ult is so good in a team fight, and, you know... Well, that's what it does, actually. Not the best, but, you know, I don't know how else I could have played this without doing what I did. I didn't have Maiden, you know, nothing. Given how the fight turned out, maybe I was wrong, but I think I was right. Oh god, they're gonna do the dragon now. I mean Baron, sorry. I don't know if I can stop it. Maybe Talon gets it. Okay. Maybe Talon gets it, you know. Oh, he could die. I'm sacrificing myself often here, man. Please, Talon, don't let my thing be in vain. There we go. There we go. It wasn't in vain. Bum, ba, dum, bum. 07 Yorick. You know, it's all good. It's all good, guys. Have you ever played Tiamat for any type of proxy stat, and do you like blood mail? I realize I didn't answer the question. Yes, Tiamat is good for proxy strat, but you as Yorick don't really need Tiamat. It's you can also have Eclipse. Eclipse is really good for proxy. You can have, I think Black Cleaver is the best for proxy, just because it gives you so much. You are very, very strong, and you can still easily proxy, and I mean easily. It's like Singed is known for proxy, but guys, it's cosmetic. Yorick is actually the proxier. Ambessa, if you don't have help, you did. Okay? I might be 0-7, but that doesn't mean I don't smash and slap, okay? It literally does not mean that. Can I smash this? Oh, 0-7 Yorick just feeling his oats. This is macrolicious. Okay, 50 seconds until the dragon, which means that I think I take the cookie jar, then I go here, and then I go mid. That's it. That's my plan. There's nothing else. It's nothing. There's nothing else I should be doing. Actually, maybe even getting that Gromp jar. Yeah, I think I can do the Gromp jar as well. Should have given that to Talon, but I think he's checked out from the game. Whenever somebody checks out from the game, which means that they type a lot, I kind of start taking... Okay, I'm going to release since the team fight happened. It's going to... You know, all my plan is out the window. That's why you shouldn't make plans in League of Legends. Or like barely, very, very, very light plans. Because they get out the window immediately very often. I might actually TP top and win the game. We'll see. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, slapped him. Which is good news, because now they can't get the Baron, I feel like. Ambessa... I don't know, man. Okay. I think they will die if Aphelios shows up. Hey, man, my maiden is gonna get the tower, but you are not, okay? Did she use her R? Oh, guys, these guys are just throwing themselves, I feel like. I feel like my boys are throwing themselves. Well, if our Aphelios boy just dies, then there's no throw happening, actually. Yeah, they're throwing themselves. Aphelios wasn't feeling himself, actually, so that was the problem. I think I'm gonna win this game. I feel like it. I'm 1-7, but I feel stronger than everybody else. That's always a good feeling to have. There she is. Found her. I might do a slap. There we go. Oh, Lord. No slap there. Didn't expect Twitch, but itty-witty. Worth. Big time worth. I used to like Gragas, but I do not like him anymore. So what is your first impression of my Steam page? I know it's bad. That's my first iteration of it. I just made it, so I have something. I'm gonna update it and try to make it as good as possible while being accurate and true to the game. But I'm just, you know, wondering, so what is, you know, what is your first impression? I think I can flash E, right? Oh. The same thing as last time. I tried, failed, and, you know, it was what it... Oh, he disappeared. Why did he disappear? Was it crit from this and this guy did something or what? I actually don't know. Good stream, right? All games won. Poke build. You know, the poke is back, isn't it? Is it back? What do you think? What is your impression? 2 questions to my chat. First impressions of the Steam page. And what do you think about this new build that I'm doing? I feel like it's really, you know, it's really something. Ever since, of course, I forgot to get Eclipse this game. But, come on, man, let me farm a bit. But I feel like it was really good. I feel like it was really good. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. I'm still waiting on the answers, but if you don't give me answers, well, whatever, you know. Smash indeed. Can we get split push with TP, Maiden in lane, Yorick and another kids in third? You know what, actually? I can show you what happened here. No, it was the first game, wasn't it? I think it was the first game. Yes, Bunny Boy 69. I didn't see what happened. Yes, this is the last game. Come on, man. It's 3 minutes until 2 hours, and then we, you know, we go. So there was a maiden moment against Ari at some point. I think it was earlier, right? I don't even know when it was. Bro, it wasn't this early. It's impossible. What? Okay, there she is. There she is, boys. Okay, use the sound effects as you please, okay? Let's make this into a clip where I can use this clip as a short, but I won't edit in any sound effects myself. You have to, you know, you have to push the sound effects. You understand. Use them, and those sound effects are gonna be in the short, right? This is gonna be like live editing, because this is gonna be pretty funny, I think. Pretty funny, I think. So, prepare your sound effects.
What's going on here?
This is too early. We'll see. Okay, so now. This is macrolicious. This actually wasn't anything that interesting. I kind of thought it's gonna be 100-0 maiden moment. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me quit this. Welcome, Mike. You are late. And I'm ending the game, ending the stream. Yeah, North, I am glad you're inspired to get Eclipse. Oh, I actually did have... No, Eclipse I had in this game. Please try Eclipse plus Black Cleaver. It is... Don't tell anybody about this, because I think that it's one of the strongest Yorick has ever been with those two items. There's, you know... Yeah. So yeah, Rach, Bingus, North, Ayush, Mike, who else? Abdallah, Get Toasted. Who else is here? Lifted, Dallas, E-Villager or E-Girl. That's a funny name. Well done. Miles, Broker Zip, Possessed Chatter, HSNZN, Ava Gimmick. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Hamam bot, I'm tired of hiding it. Well, you're not hiding it anymore. You're a proud bot. 87 LU. Yeah. Again, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you next time. Easy games.